Welcome to the year of the metal rat, Taurus. Year of the Yang metal rat begins on January 25th of 2020, lasting through until February 11th of 2021. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now, rats are very useful creatures. Scientists use lab rats in experiments to bring better treatment modalities to human beings. Sometimes lab assistants have told me that they wonder if laboratory rats are actually experimenting on their human master's degree and doctorate degree students that care for them. In reality, who is serving who? Some people think that rats are not important, but nothing could be further from the truth. Rat came in first place in the Jade Emperor's great race to place 12 animals on the Zodiac wheel. Rat came in first. So it shows you the importance of rat. Now, we're going to talk about that more on later in this video, but for now, let's look at the specifics for you, Taurus, during year of the Yang metal rat. Now we're going to look here at the astrology lucky charms for Taurus the Bull during year of the Yang metal rat. And they are as follows. Now for Taurus, for you specifically, your lucky charms, the gemstone is emerald. The colors for you are red orange. So red orange, just like the color here, it's a zodiac color. That comes from the Rosicrucian system, red orange, so reddish orange, deep green, and lotus pink. Okay, so again, this is Taurus on the Western system. Okay, and next we're gonna get to the lucky charms for rat in a moment, and I'll show you a few specifics about that. But just to make sure we get all of the Taurus lucky charms in. The numbers that are good and auspicious for you is 2, 7, and 9, Taurus. So the gemstone is emerald for Taurus. The colors are red orange, deep green, and lotus pink. And the numbers are 2, 7, and 9. Now we're going to go over now metal rat lucky charms. And the rat animal in Chinese astrology associates with the Western astrology sign of Sagittarius. Okay, and we're going to get into that a little bit more later on with some of the specifics, but just so you understand what rat associates with, it gives you a little bit of an idea. And as we get into this, you'll see how it works out. And here we have Taurus, and we'll get into the Chinese attributes of that as well. Now, regarding number combination specifics during year of the Yang metal rat. Okay. Now, for the metal rat lucky charms, the gemstone is watermelon tourmaline. Again, for metal rat, the lucky charms, the gemstones, okay, the good luck gemstone, the zodiac gemstones, watermelon tourmaline. For metal rat, the lucky charm for colors is gold, white, blue, and green. And the numbers for metal rat lucky charms, the numbers are 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Now regarding the specifics of some of these number combinations, now although generally speaking numbers 4 and 5 and 9 are not recommended during a rat year, throughout a Yang metal rat year, 5 and 9 are more promising than during other elemental rat years. Color combination specifics for the colors, generally colors that are not recommended during year of the rat are brown and yellow. Nevertheless, for the duration of a Yang metal rat year, yellow is more propitious than during other elemental rat years. Now, regarding the compatibility with other zodiac animals in the Chinese zodiac wheel. Now, rat loves other rat personalities. Rat loves dragon and rat loves monkey. Rat really likes snake. Rat really likes rooster, ox, pig, and rabbit. Now, rat likes goat, dog, and tiger. Rat dislikes horse. Now, Taurus personality during a yang metal rat year brings out qualities for you, Taurus, of being very strong, very firm, and very forceful, which will add much potency to Taurus's already pragmatic nature, thus enabling Taurus to attain high goals set for herself or himself. Yang metal rat year is a time to put the spotlight on self upon one's own goals and projects. The bull's steadiness, willpower, and focus will benefit greatly from yang metal elements. Taurus will also profit from rat's extra flexibility and vivacity, which gives Taurus an ability to get back into being the social animal she or he truly is. The bull's common sense is also something that obtains an advantage from rat's seasonal aspect of winter to keep Taurus comfortable, cool, and collected. Year of the metal rat's liveliness, energetic style, and sovereignty, and your innovative manner makes Taurus's fluid ideas easy to comprehend and put into action because of rat's water element component. Now, yang metal rat year will give Taurus the impetus needed to push through hindrances and achieve long-term goals that you've had, Taurus. Now, regarding Taurus's place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race, Western astrology sign of Taurus, the bull, it's here in the natural second house of money and possessions. The Western astrology sign of Taurus corresponds with Chinese zodiac sign of Snake. In the story of the Jade Emperor's great race to place 12 animals on the Chinese astrology zodiac wheel, Taurus came in 6th place. 6th place in this ancient competition. You see, the Jade Emperor was pleased as he saw Snake finish the race because he thought that Snake was a very intelligent creature, very smart and clever. Now, the Jade Emperor was observing how Snake cunningly traveled behind Horse and then rushed through the flora covering the countryside, thus startling Horse to rear up on his hind legs and to make a loud, scared horse's neighing sound. While Horse was stunned, Snake glided through the meadow and finished the race in 6th place. So, because of Snake's craftiness, Snake placed higher than Horse in the Jade Emperor's great race, even though Horse is built for speed and racing, while Snake is not. Now, this proves that there are many varying and unexpected attributes that often lead long shots to victory in any contest. So, this is a very important story. And it might even remind you of a certain Bible story that's associated with the tribe of Dan. Now, Taurus the bull, Taurus fixed earth. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. Yang qualities of year of the yang metal rat will heat up and speed up, brighten and dry. The bull's air of earth, persistently sensible qualities, giving you an occasion for more copious amounts of outings with spouses, romantic interest, with friends and family. Now, Taurus will engage in more gatherings and help to keep everyone cool, calm, and really well put together in yang metal rat year, particularly when general cold rat qualities of winter are taken into account. Yang metal rat year is also chilled and tranquilized by the element of water, which is the main element associated with rat in Chinese astrology. Metal shares masculine attributes with yang of being hard, although metal is also steadfast, which is sort of more of a yin attribute in many ways. Now, yang metal is a heating of metal, bringing out qualities of being reshaped and molded. Equilibrium is sustained from chilling winter and colder water trace, thereby soothing emotions piqued by the jealousy of others. Yang metal rat year will be very active. It will be vital and potent during this time, and it will require that Taurus sort of be able to make sure that you're going to be able to keep opposing forces of ambition and pragmatism in balance. So what you want to do and what you can practically do, you're going to have to keep that in a balance, okay? Now, this will lighten up the bull's fixed nature while adding peaceful moods towards starting new life cycles. Yang metal rat year ignites much admiration, envy, determination, and lust for complete freedom and a strong urge for excellence in meeting personal goals. Now, Taurus must focus upon self during Yang Metal Rat year. So focus on self-care, care of the self during Yang Metal Rat year. And you have to do that if your personal aspirations are going to be accomplished. If you want to accomplish, you've got to focus on self in this Yang Metal Rat year. And the Bull's plans, they will be brought to complete fruition. It's all about self-fulfillment during Yang Metal Rat year. Entertaining, bouncy, indispensable, clever, supple, and potent Metal Rat makes goals in life realistically attainable, fundamentally solid, and able to manifest with enough luxury for obtaining hedonistic creature comforts that Taurus loves so much throughout Yang Metal Rat year. Regarding Taurus the Bull year of the Yang Metal Rat lesson, what is your lesson, Taurus, during year of the Yang Metal Rat? Okay, avoid getting involved in circumstances where the Bull's hard-earned money and properties could be used to advance someone else's ventures or fill someone else's purse. Yang Metal Rat year's best motto is going to be the old cliche, every man for himself, no matter your age, your gender, or your creed. It is a time to center upon Taurus's own desires and long-held dreams that the Bull might have ignored thus far in favor of doing for others. Ambition and self-care should be seen as good things at this juncture. Okay, good things to care for yourself at this juncture. This is true especially since Rat year is the beginning of a new cycle every 12 years. And Yang Metal Rat year, which gives Taurus the impetus necessary to advance personal goals forward, occurs once every 60 years, so you want to take advantage of it. It is now or never, as another popular saying that applies at this point in time. Sure you've heard that. Now, Taurus the Bull's year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now your blessing. We've heard your attributes, your lesson, and now we're going to get to your blessing. For Taurus during this Yang Metal Rat year, expect more opportunities to be offered to Taurus this year. During a period of forceful pushes forward, the Bull's ability to be stable and steadfast will be of great value. Taurus's natural fixed sign nature adds a great deal of worth and a feeling of worthiness into doing business and having a relationship with the Bull at a time when Yang metal elements are already driving projects forward. Taurus's career, personal relationships, and health will all be strengthened throughout year of the Yang Metal Rat if finances are aimed at providing for the Bull's own needs. Rather than investing in other people's endeavors, you want to really focus on yourself. That's what you want to do with your finances. If you really want to use Yang metal that comes around every 6 years, Yang Metal Rat every 12 years, Yang Metal Rat that will help you really push things through every 60 years. So you need to really take advantage of it now. Now Taurus will be most likely overwhelmed and inundated with opportunities and a lot of new prospects that are going to be coming from individuals or groups that want or need the Bull's vigor and expediency. Taurus will also be in great demand from people looking to hire talent and suitable employees or managers for their ventures and businesses. Now, Taurus will make those who feel unsettled by the powerful forces released by Yang Metal Rat year feel comfortable and safe so that they may pursue their plans with much less anxiety. The Bull will be able to make a profitable business out of this ability to make others feel very secure. Usefulness is a good thing in year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you some more images, and we're going to now get into things that are particular to year of the Yang Metal Rat. We're going to really get into the Yang Metal Rat qualities and how Rat is associated with the sign of Sagittarius, the Archer. So remember, Rat is associated with the Western sign of Sagittarius, the Archer. The Chinese Zodiac sign of Rat associates in Chinese astrology with Chinese astrology Rat, and Western astrology Sagittarius the Archer. So keep that in mind. as we get into some of these more specific, as we really zero in on the specifics and some of the guardian angels also for year of the Yang metal rat. Now we're going to look at the year of the rat and how it corresponds with the sign of Sagittarius, the archer, in Western astrology. So we have a little diagram here with the wheel of the zodiac, and it is here. Sagittarius, the archer, is in the 9th position. It's in the natural 9th house, with Aries being number 1, the natural 9th house of the zodiac of life path meaning, Sagittarius, the archer. Now that corresponds again with rat in Chinese astrology. So again, Western astrology, sign of Sagittarius, corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rat. Okay, now legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rat came in first place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Rat made a deal to catch, to kind of catch a ride with cat on ox. So, you know, Rat had the idea, and he convinced cat to sort of hitchhike a ride on top of the ox, because they were the best of friends, the cat and the rat, and thought that ox would be able to sort of cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Now, Rat made a move that caused cat to be thrown off ox, allowing Rat to get ahead of everyone and finish in first place. Rat finished in first place. Now, according to legend, this is why nowadays Rat and cat do not get along, even though they used to be very close friends. The cat is mad at Rat, and Rat knows why, and also recognizes that cat's anger is right, which is why we see cat always chasing Rat to get retribution, and Rat running away from cat. Okay, now regarding the metal rat attributes, for year of the Yang, metal rat has general rat qualities and is known to be essential, animated, vigilant, and also clever, although fragile, amusing, watchful, and lithe. Now, metal qualities will add much strength and steely nerve, willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to rat's more lively, humorous, quick, and dynamic personality attributes. Now, regarding the metal rat advice for year of the Yang metal rat, Yang metal rat is a year to focus, really focus in, center in on the parts of life that bring out one's enthusiasm, obsessions, self-concerns in life. This is not a time for philanthropic ideas or ventures unless such activities are beneficial where self-interests are concerned. A desire for freedom will prevail during Yang metal rat year, which should not be denied, lest breakups or abandonment become the only way to attain such personal emancipation. Metal rat year is an excellent time frame in which to find solutions for any troubles that might have resulted from keeping a slower pace during the previous year of the Yin Earth Pig. Now, indeed, this is the period to sort of play catch up, because Yang metal rat affords one intelligent and covetousness and control to do so. Now, regarding metal rat influence, Yang metal rat begins a new cycle in Chinese astrology, and this is very important since any rat year starts another cycle of 12 Chinese animal zodiac signs. New cycles in astrology cause new plans to be developed, fresh ideas to be considered or proposed, and innovative projects to be started. Trying out new things or initiating new situations must involve some chance, and therefore one must be mindful in order to make sure that such risks have a high probability of succeeding. Year of the rat repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while year of the Yang metal rat repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2020, 2080, 2140, 2200, 2260, and 2320. Traditional Chinese zodiac places rat, which associates again with Sagittarius, Sagittarius the archer. In Western astrology system at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st. And pig, which associates with the sign of Scorpio, which is right before Sagittarius. At the ending, okay, of the zodiac, from October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. So the beginning of the Chinese zodiac is rat, that associates with Sagittarius, and the ending of the Chinese zodiac is pig, which associates with Scorpio. Okay, so that's where their delineation occurs. That's a difference where our delineation occurs at Aries and Pisces. Okay, all right. So now, with that said, it is also, though, intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending again between rat, Sagittarius, and pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Okay, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It is equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October is actually being their new year. Okay, so that's one sort of coincidence. Also being a lunar calendar. That's why it's a lunar calendar. So you see these similarities when you have lunar calendars. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of Western zodiac sign, which is Aries again. Now that's Aries is associated with dragon, and Pisces is associated with the tail of Western astrology, and Pisces is associated with rabbit. Pisces is associated with rabbit. Okay, and that's very important to understand how these all sort of, where the slight differences and where they also have similarities. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are many cultures, more than one New Year's celebratory festivals in a year. And in the Hebrew calendar, that was used in the Bible, and that Jesus Christ utilized since he was Jewish, a Jewish rabbi, and what is still used, it's a lunisolar calendar. So they have the lunar, but they also still pay very close attention to the lunar months and the lunar, like the beginning, when there's a full moon, when there's a new moon, and all the various attributes, and starting with the new moon. So it's very important, and that's where a lot of secrets are kept, is in the lunar. A lot of spiritual secrets are in the lunar mysteries. Okay. Now, metal rat year is formed from the attributes of being the seventh heavenly stem of yang metal gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the first earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. And in many ways, this is very much similar to Kabbalah and to Christian and Jewish Kabbalah, because you're taking like an attribute. Even tarot talks about that. You take an attribute like the fire signs in Western astrology, and then you have fire of fire and air of fire and water of fire, and that's reflected in the tarot cards in Western astrology. So you see these celestial stems and branches are very similar. It's very, very similar. So it's also important to note that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the metal rat being a yang metal rat year. Yang metal rat. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, the primary guardian angels, we're going to go into a little bit here, some guardian angels you can use during this year, if you're familiar with some of the more familiar guardian angels. We'd like to give you some which will be helpful during year of the yang metal rat, and because of the associations that are, we're going to show you how, if we're utilizing Sagittarius and Yang and also metal, how this will kind of give you the right guardian angels to utilize to make this a very auspicious and prosperous and lucky year for you. Now, primary guardian angels, again, for year of the Yang metal rat. Okay, elemental archangel of metal is a bit tricky since Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood. Okay, so Western does not have wood and metal. Okay, so also Chinese elements themselves do not include the element of air. So you have 5 in Chinese and 4 in the Western system. Therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of Yang and the Western zodiac sign of Sagittarius to help us find the best representations of these guardian archangels for you. Now, Yang corresponds with fire and does as does the sign of Sagittarius, the archer. So Yang and Sagittarius both correspond with fire. And again, Sagittarius corresponds to the rat, okay, in Chinese astrology. Therefore, archangel of the element of fire, being the elemental archangel Michael or Michael. Okay, we're all, most of us anyway, are familiar with the archangel Michael or Michael. Michael will represent and present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Now again, year of the rat in Chinese astrology corresponds with zodiac sign of Sagittarius in Western astrology and consequently associates with elemental archangel of fire signs referred to in various Christian and ancient Christian and also Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures as being, again, Michael or Michael, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. I'm talking about the Sagittarius, that association. Now, we are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Adnachiel is our association, Adnachiel, for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical Christian Jewish writings. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their masculine forms due to Yang elemental association of Yang in metal rat year. Yang metal rat, Yang is masculine, Yin is feminine, so since it's Yang metal rat year, it is going to be a more masculine presentation of these archangels. Now the secondary guardian angels for Yang metal rat year, planetary archangels which associate with Sagittarius, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the rat, again Sagittarius, year of the rat, okay, is the angelic ruler of Jupiter, being Sachiel. Awareness of both Western or Eastern astrology associations is very helpful in this matter. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for Yang metal rat year. Okay, we're going to go over the earth, the grounded earth angelic coordinates, and the celestial, heavenly celestial angelic coordinates, because even though we're using Michael for fire and all of that, and Raphael and Uriel, okay, and Gabriel, we're using these traditional guardian angels, these 4 guardian archangels of the Watchtower. We are utilizing them, but keep in mind that their positions, where they're placed, is different on the earth coordinates than in the celestial coordinates. Okay, it's a different because we're going with elements of the earth and then where the constellations are, so they have different positions where they are located, and we're going to go over that for you to make it easy, but we'll make it easy for you. Okay, so again, these are going to be both earth and celestial angelic coordinates. Now for earth coordinates, earth first, of elemental guardian, elemental archangel of earth is the archangel Uriel, Now in the east, the elemental archangel of air is Raphael. Raphael, again, these are for the earth coordinates, but this is in the east, elemental archangel of air, Raphael. In earth coordinates, in the south, we're going to have, in the south, for the earth coordinates, in the south, elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay, now in the west, we're going to have elemental archangel of water, Gabriel, for the earth coordinates. The earth coordinates in the west, elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. Gabriel. Now we're going to look at the celestial coordinates of elemental guardian angels. All right, these guardian angels, these elemental angels, archangels of the watchtowers. Now, the celestial coordinates are as follows. In the north, when you're talking about the celestial, in the north, okay, the north elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. Gabriel in the north, elemental archangel of water in the celestial coordinates. Now, the east elemental archangel is Michael of fire. So in the celestial coordinates, the east is elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay? Okay. Now, the celestial coordinates for the south, celestial coordinates, elemental archangel of earth, Uriel is in the south. In the south, in the celestial coordinates, all right? And in the west, finally, for the celestial coordinates, the elemental archangel of air in the west, in the celestial coordinates, the archangel of air, Raphael. Raphael. All right, so these again are the angels that people are, many people in many cultures are very much familiar with. They're very familiar guardian archangels and elemental archangels of the watchtowers in both the earth and the heavens. Now, fortunate compass directions in year of the Yang metal rat finds good fortune, new opportunity, and prosperity in the northeast, the southeast, and west directions. Now we're going to go over Yang. Yang is masculine. Yang is day. Yang is hot. It's fire. It is dry. It is summer. It is the outer portion. It is energetic. It is expanding. It is hard, like the metal, Yang metal rat, and it is dorsal, the back part. It is dorsal, and it is outer, exterior. Okay? Now for the metal attributions, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, and very self-assured. But also with metal, you're going to have the element is going to also have dry and grief and pungent and be associated with the nose, with willpower and resolve, strong as metal. General rat associations, Yang. This is for the general rat association, for the animal of rat in the Chinese Zodiac. General rat associations, again, rat is considered also to be Yang. Rat is winter though. Winter. Also rat is also water. Sagittarius again, and lily of the valley is the flower that's associated, and it's the 11th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Okay, there are five elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. That's fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. So this is a circle. And this is how nature keeps things in balance. And this is how Chinese medicine works, of keeping everything in balance, where you're not necessarily, in ancient Chinese medicine, which I studied in nursing school when I was studying to be an RN. I had a wonderful teacher from China who taught us some of that, and she had mentioned that they don't, in the ancient system, they didn't give you a diagnosis that was, this is what you have and this is what's going to happen to you, where the observer is saying what's going to happen to you and changing it with their consciousness. No, they give you, this is what's going on, and this is a little bit out of balance, and this is a little bit out of balance, and you a little bit too much dry, a little bit not enough moist, a little bit too much yin, not enough yang, or whatever, these kinds of things, and then treat those individual things, and then you will begin to get better if you adhere to doing these types of things. And they got their they weren't paid the way the medical profession is paid today. They were paid with, if the people could work and build houses and tend to their animals and grow their food, then everybody was healthy, and then the doctor of the village could be fed if they were all healthy. So what did the doctor do? The doctor kept them healthy, right? So in a system where the more sick you are, the more money they make, not so good. But in a system where the more healthy you are, the more productive the doctor's life is, because he's cared for, because he cares for them, they care for him or her. It's probably, as far as I can tell, probably a better system. And I have been treated by Chinese medicine and had wonderful results with acupuncture and that kind of thing. But I digress. Just as a patient, that was my experience to help, some muscle aches, really was helpful for me. Now, so this is a circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance these 5 elements. Now, for fire, we have the attributes of joy, heat, bitter, and it's the tongue. For earth, we have worry, and it's damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, we have grief, dry, pungent, and nose. For water, we have fear, cold, salty, the ears. For wood, we have anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Now, disclaimers in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Information found in this document is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.